Let's imagine this. You wake up, step into the kitchen, and within minutes you've done something that gently reawakens your circulation, brings a natural glow back to your skin, and sets the tone for a more energized, vibrant day. No pills, no creams, and certainly no complicated routines, just one glass of a refreshing, simple drink. Sound too good to be true? You're not alone in thinking that. For many women over 60, the idea that real change can begin with something this basic feels impossible. But recent findings are painting a new picture, one that shows how powerful, small, consistent actions can be. And it all starts with a cool, mineral-rich drink you might have completely overlooked until now. Hi, I'm Dr. Perriera. I've been a physician specializing in women's health for over 30 years. Throughout my career, I've had the privilege of supporting women in their 60s, 70s, and beyond as they navigate the changes that come with aging physically, emotionally, and intimately. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's this. Your body is still capable of extraordinary renewal, especially when we meet it with the right kind of care. Today, I want to show you something simple, something backed by both emerging science and personal experience that just might shift how you start each morning. We'll talk about why this particular drink supports circulation and hydration, how to prepare it, and what you can expect to feel sometimes within as little as 7 minutes. But before we dive in, I want to ask you to take a small step. If you find value in learning natural evidence-based ways to improve your health after 60, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. Tap the bell so you'll be notified of new tips made just for women like you. And if you're curious or hopeful about today's message, type 1 in the comments. If you're feeling skeptical, that's okay too, type 0, and let us know what questions you have. This is a space for honesty and growth wherever you are on your journey. Now let's get to the heart of it. One of the most common yet overlooked issues affecting women as we age is declining blood flow, especially to our extremities, skin, and pelvic region. It doesn't happen overnight. It sneaks in, gradually leaving you with cold hands and feet, dull skin, slower digestion, or a sense of fatigue that lingers no matter how much rest you get. Many women assume this is just aging. But it's not just your age, it's your circulation. And that means you can take steps to change it. That's where this drink comes in. When I first heard about the potential of a simple cold beverage to enhance blood flow within minutes, I was intrigued. But like any medical professional, I needed to see the data, and more importantly, the real-world outcomes. And I did. Women in their late 60s and 70s, many of whom had resigned themselves to feeling sluggish, began noticing small but meaningful shifts. A lightness in their step, warmth in their fingers, a subtle, healthy glow in their cheeks, often within 10 minutes of sipping their glass. So what's in it? Just 2 ingredients, chilled coconut water and a few fresh mint leaves. That's it. But here's what makes it special. Coconut water is naturally packed with potassium and magnesium, 2 minerals your cardiovascular system relies on. Potassium helps your blood vessels relax, promoting smoother, more efficient blood flow. Magnesium reduces inflammation in the vessel walls and supports muscle relaxation, including the tiny muscles that control circulation in your extremities and pelvic region. Now let's add mint. Mint leaves contain natural compounds like menthol and rosmarinic acid, which help reduce inflammation and promote vasodilation, a widening of blood vessels that boosts circulation. Even more interesting, mint creates a cooling effect in your body. This prompts your system to redirect blood to maintain core temperature, triggering a natural circulation response. Think of it as your body giving itself a little wake-up call. When you drink this chilled combination first thing in the morning, you're not just hydrating, you're sending a signal to your body to activate, to circulate, and to pay attention. And the science supports it. Studies from the National Institutes of Health and peer-reviewed journals in cardiovascular medicine confirm that cold exposure combined with minerals like potassium and magnesium can initiate a healthy rebound in blood flow. While more research is still emerging, what we're seeing in clinical settings and in the lived experiences of real women is consistent and promising. But perhaps what matters most isn't just what happens physically, it's how it makes you feel. That simple act of preparing a cool, nourishing drink for yourself each morning is powerful. It reminds you that your well-being still matters, that you deserve to feel vibrant, alive, and connected to your body again. And sometimes that shift in mindset is where true transformation begins. In the next section, I'll walk you through exactly how to prepare this drink in less than a minute. No fancy equipment, no exotic ingredients, just a quiet ritual you can build into your morning that sets the stage for a better day. Let's explore how to make it work best for your body. Now that you understand why this drink can have such a fast and noticeable impact on your circulation and energy, let's walk through how to prepare it. This isn't about complicated recipes or exotic ingredients. It's about simplicity, consistency, and honoring your body with something nourishing each morning. Start with 4 to 6 ounces of unsweetened pure coconut water. Make sure it's free of added sugars, artificial flavors, or preservatives. The goal here is hydration with integrity, letting the natural potassium and magnesium work without interference. Next, add 3 to 4 fresh mint leaves. If you don't have fresh mint, it's worth picking up a small bundle at your local grocery store. Dried mint simply won't provide the same active compounds or the refreshing cooling effect we're aiming for. Place the mint leaves directly into your glass of coconut water, and using the back of a spoon, gently crush them. This helps release the essential oils that carry the plant's therapeutic compounds menthol. In particular, is what triggers the internal cooling and vasodilation response. Once that's done, cover the glass and place it in the fridge for at least 10 minutes. That chilling time is important. It amplifies the cooling effect that primes your circulatory system. Some women I work with like to prepare their drink the night before and leave it in the fridge overnight. That way, it's the first thing waiting for them when they step into the kitchen in the morning. Others make it fresh while brushing their teeth or doing a few light stretches. There's no one right way. What matters is that it fits into your rhythm. When it's time to drink, sip it slowly. Ideally, you should drink it on an empty stomach first thing in the morning or before a short walk. Resist the urge to gulp it down. Instead, use this moment as a gentle ritual, an intentional act of self-care. Let your body register it. Let your mind stay present. This is a pause for you before the rest of the world rushes in. Some of my patients tell me that this becomes their favorite part of the day, not because of the drink itself, but because of what it represents. A new beginning, a quiet message to their body that they're still invested, still hopeful, still connected. Now you might be wondering, why does this drink seem to work so fast? You're not alone. It's one of the most surprising aspects of this practice. And to explain it properly, we need to look at how your body responds to cold minerals and internal temperature shifts. This next section may just change how you think about your body's potential. Let's talk about why this drink doesn't just help, it helps quickly. When you drink something cold, especially first thing in the morning, your body kicks off a chain reaction known as thermoregulation. At first, your blood vessels constrict to help maintain your core temperature. This is called vasoconstriction, a temporary narrowing of blood vessels. But shortly afterward, your body compensates with a rebound response, vasodilation. This is the widening of blood vessels to restore equilibrium. It's a smart, protective process that helps bring warm, oxygen-rich blood back to the surface and to your extremities. Combined with the minerals in coconut water, this rebound effect becomes even more powerful. Potassium, for example, works at the cellular level to relax smooth muscle tissue in blood vessel walls. This helps your heart pump blood more efficiently and allows more oxygen and nutrients to reach your skin, brain, and even reproductive organs. Meanwhile, magnesium reduces inflammation, improves muscle relaxation, and supports metabolic health. Many women over 60 are mildly deficient in magnesium without even realizing it, and restoring that balance can quickly lead to improved mood, better sleep, and more steady energy. As for the mint, it serves a dual purpose. It soothes the digestive tract, reducing bloating and discomfort, and enhances the body's cooling response. Menthol, the compound responsible for mint's signature flavor and cooling sensation, stimulates cold receptors inside the mouth and digestive lining. This subtle internal chill prompts the body to redirect blood toward core organs, jump-starting circulation. Think of it like this: you're sending a gentle message to your body: wake up, refresh, rebalance. And that message gets through fast. I've had patients who tell me they felt the difference within minutes. One woman, age 74, shared, "I hadn't even finished my glass, and already my hands felt warmer than they had in weeks." Another, age 69, said, "It was like someone flipped a switch in my legs. I actually felt like going for a walk." Of course, not everyone experiences results that quickly. Your body's response depends on many factors: your hydration level, your baseline circulation, your mineral intake, even how well you slept the night before. But the common thread among the women I've worked with is this: something shifts, and that shift is both physical and emotional. This leads to a very important question. What happens when you do this consistently? What can you expect after 1 day, 3 days, or even a full week of making this drink part of your daily routine? Let's walk through the timeline of what happens when you nourish your circulation every day for 7 days, because the results might be more encouraging than you think. Let's talk about what happens when you commit to this small morning ritual for 7 days. While every woman's body is unique, there are certain patterns I've seen again and again in my clinical work changes that are subtle at first, but meaningful. By day 2 or 3, many women begin to notice a soft, healthy flush in their cheeks after waking. It's not a dramatic change, but rather a gentle glow that signals improved blood flow to the surface of the skin. This isn't just about looking better, it's about what your body is doing beneath the surface. As circulation improves, oxygen and nutrients reach areas that may have been a little neglected for years. Some women tell me they feel more mentally alert in the morning, or that the usual morning stiffness eases more quickly than before. Others mention that bloating and puffiness, especially in the hands, face, or around the ankles, starts to diminish. That's likely due to the hydration and mineral balance the drink helps restore, especially the combination of potassium and magnesium working to reduce water retention and vascular tension. By day 5 or 6, many women report an increase in steady all-day energy, not the kind that makes you feel hyper or jittery, but the kind that lets you move through your morning with more ease. One of my patients, a 68-year-old named Evelyn, said, "It wasn't like I had extra energy. It was like I stopped wasting energy fighting my own body." And that's the key. When circulation improves, your organs, muscles, and even your brain don't have to work quite as hard to do their jobs. By the end of week 1, here's what's common: fewer cold hands and feet, more stable energy throughout the day, less bloating and water retention, a brighter appearance in the face and skin, improved digestion, a renewed sense of presence and confidence. But there's something else I want to highlight. Something I've seen time and again that doesn't show up on lab tests: the emotional shift. For many women, this isn't just about circulation or energy. It's about feeling visible again, feeling like you're actively participating in your health, not passively waiting for symptoms to appear or worsen. It's about reclaiming agency. I've had women tear up in my office not because they felt physically better, though they did, but because they felt hopeful for the first time in years. That hope is powerful. It fuels motivation. It lifts the emotional weight many women carry silently, and it helps reconnect you to yourself. As one of my patients, Diane, age 72, said, "I didn't just feel better, I felt like me again." And that's something no pill can replicate. But here's the thing, the drink alone isn't magic. It works best when combined with a few gentle daily habits that don't require more time, energy, or effort than you already have. In fact, they're likely things you're already doing or could easily begin without changing your entire routine. Let's walk through these companion habits and how they quietly multiply the benefits of your new morning drink. First, movement. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need fancy equipment. What you need is gentle, consistent movement that encourages circulation. After drinking your coconut water and mint, try a 10-minute walk. Not only does this boost blood flow, but it also activates your lymphatic system, aids digestion, and supports heart health. Can't walk outside? No problem. Light stretches indoors, gentle leg lifts in a chair, or even standing near a sunny window and slowly bending side to side can help. The point is to tell your blood where to go, and your movement becomes the map. Second, a light protein-based snack about 15 to 30 minutes after your drink. Why? Because protein helps stabilize blood sugar and extends the energy effect from your morning hydration. It could be something as simple as a boiled egg, a small handful of unsalted almonds, a slice of whole grain toast with avocado, Greek yogurt with berries. These are nourishing, low-effort options that reinforce what your morning drink starts. Third, and perhaps most overlooked, your breath. Yes, breath. Deep, conscious breathing helps open blood vessels, lowers blood pressure, and reduces cortisol, your stress hormone. Just 5 deep, slow breaths after finishing your drink can ripple positively through your entire nervous system. If you like, you can pair this with a quiet affirmation or moment of gratitude. Something simple like, "I'm nourishing my body with kindness today." And finally, consistency. These gentle steps don't need to be perfect. They don't need to be rigid. But done every day, they begin to form a rhythm your body can rely on. That rhythm becomes momentum, and momentum becomes change. You might be wondering, what if I have health conditions? What if I'm on medication for blood pressure, thyroid, or heart issues? Will this still work for me? Great question. And the answer may actually surprise and encourage you. Let's talk about safety compatibility and why this gentle routine can fit into almost any health plan with confidence and care. Let's talk about safety, because that's one of the most important questions you can ask. If you're managing conditions like high blood pressure, thyroid, imbalance, heart disease, or if you're taking medications, you may wonder whether a routine like this could interfere with your health. Based on my experience and the available evidence, the answer is reassuring. Coconut water, when consumed in moderation, about 4 to 6 ounces per day, is generally safe for most individuals, even those on common medications. It's naturally low in sugar, contains no caffeine, and supports healthy hydration and electrolyte balance. In fact, research published by the Mayo Clinic and the Cleveland Clinic supports the use of potassium and magnesium-rich foods for improving vascular health and regulating blood pressure. Mint is also considered safe in culinary amounts. The small number of mint leaves used in this drink won't interfere with your medications, but may help reduce inflammation and support digestion. Of course, if you have a history of kidney disease, are on potassium-sparing medications, or are following a restricted fluid intake, it's best to consult your physician just as you would before starting any new health habit. But here's the most important message I want you to hear. You're not too old to try something new. I've had patients in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s who thought they were beyond change. They believed the best they could hope for was to maintain. But when they began showing up for themselves, even in small ways, like preparing this drink each morning, something shifted. Not just physically, but emotionally. They felt capable again, curious, in control. And that opened the door to deeper, more meaningful changes, changes that didn't require perfection, only presence. You see, the real secret isn't in the drink itself. It's in the choice to care for yourself again, to say I matter, to wake up each morning and take one quiet action that supports your vitality, your circulation, your dignity. Because here's the truth. Vitality isn't about youth. It's about presence. It's the energy that returns when blood flows freely, when you nourish your body with intention, and when you believe, even just a little, that you're not done growing, healing, or shining. So let this be your gentle invitation. Prepare the drink. Sip it slowly. Add the walk, the protein, the breath. Don't do it for anyone else. Do it for you. Because your story isn't over. It's evolving. And it's worth telling with strength, beauty, and grace. If you've tried this drink for a few days, or if you're just beginning, share your experience in the comments. Your story could be the encouragement another woman needs to start her own. And if this message has touched you, consider sharing it with a friend, a sister, or a neighbor. We rise better when we rise together. To stay connected with more trusted, natural guidance for women navigating life after 60, subscribe to this channel. We're here to walk with you every step of the way, with clarity, compassion, and care. Until next time, I'm Dr. Lisa Perriera. Be well, be kind to yourself, and remember you are more resilient than you know.